Hello, I'm going to be going over my code for the Uno game, Milestone 1, week 1. And starting off, I went ahead and grabbed the file, downloaded the file, small cards, and then the JavaScript file, cardinfo.js. I went ahead and put it in a folder, created my own style, CSS sheet. I created my own JavaScript called script.js, and then of course the index.html file that we're looking at right now. I went ahead and got the bootstrap template. I went ahead and got the fab icon links as well up here on the top. Here's my bootstrap. And after that, I linked my style sheet and started creating div classes. I have one here for game. It's a whole thing. I have my background image here, and in all my images, I have my ID, source, alt, and title. That's really important because we're going to be using different attributes here as you look inside of the JavaScript and I believe also the CSS. I have my player titles here for player 1, player 2. I have my cards. I also have my buttons here, which we're not using all of, but I'll get into that later. I'm also calling my script files the card info.js that was given to me, and then the script.js, which I created inside of my style sheet. Pretty straightforward. I'm calling the classes and the IDs here. I also using this body tag to create my linear gradient with red and orange. All the rest are either classes or IDs. That's what I call them. And I just use those to manipulate the images around until I got them to look like the rubric. Pretty simple stuff. And button 3, like I said, it's not being used. Moving on to my JavaScript. I have created one function called playGame. Here, my variables for card 1 and card 2, I'm using this right here to get my random number. And then I'm also setting the source of the cards here by the document.getElementById, set attribute by source. And that's using the small cards folder over here. And then this next group for my 2 cards, I'm calling the attribute title because we want to see the title from the web browser when we're playing the game. And then below that we have our game logic, just conditional statements here, essentially saying that if the value of card 1 is greater than card 2, or player 1 is greater than player 2, player 1 wins. If they are equal, then we have a tie. And finally, if player 1 is less than player 2, then player 2 wins. I went ahead and copied this code. I did attempt the autoplay, so I wanted to create a separate function here, but I could not get my stop function here to clear the interval. I looked online, and this seems to be the way to do it with the set interval, clear interval, or the set. What was the other one? Set. Can't remember the other one, but I tried several things here. Tried a for loop, thought about doing using a boolean and a while loop, but I couldn't get to stop. So I'll demonstrate that here in a second. And then also this is my get random int down here. This is what's given us our random card numbers. Yeah, so I will go ahead. You see everything saved here. Actually, I'll just open it from here. So we're going to go ahead and, oh my gosh. Got to do it from HTML. Alright, so we're going to open the live server. And this is the aesthetics of the page. As you can see, it's fairly close to the rubric. The sizes are a little bit different. The gap is a little bit off, but overall I'm pretty pleased with the way it came out. As you can see as we go through here, player 1 wins, player 1 wins again, and if we hover over these cards, you can see that we're calling the title and displaying that for the user. The autoplay does work, but like I said, it doesn't stop. So player 1 wins, player 2 wins, and kind of hidden at the very bottom left-hand corner here, this is my stop button. I know that wasn't in the rubric, but I was trying to come up with ideas to at least get it to work, which it didn't. but I did make an honest attempt at it. So overall, it was a fun exercise, and I did enjoy doing it. Front-end development, you get to see the fruits of your labor kind of right away. So it was a fun exercise, and with that, I'll conclude this video. Thank you.